Okay, so my methodology was an electronic survey that was going over demographic group information by identifying different themes and perspectives about HIT. So my participants were male and female. They were all over the age of 18 years old. Four of out of the five were employed in a public school setting or district within Southern California, and one of them was retired from the same place. I used a mixed methods research design, and it was a 4-part questionnaire. The first part was going over demographic info, which included 5 questions. The second part was a true or false, and an unsure, but nobody answered unsure, and that involved 7 questions. The third part was a Likert scale, which involved 6 questions, and the fourth part was an open-ended / structured questions, which was 4 questions long. So my results in Table 1, the first Table 1 involved the true-false, Table 2 involved the Likert. And 5 out of the 5 participants agreed that HIT is time efficient but not dangerous for special education students. When it comes to HIT being high resistance, only 1 out of the 5 said it was true, which was kind of concerning. HIT increases muscle growth. Everybody agreed, which I thought was great, which actually was kind of concerning because high resistance increases muscle growth too, so they're kind of go hand in hand, but there was different answers. 2 out of the 5 answered incorrectly that HIT is long work periods and short rest periods. 3 out of the 5 answered correctly that it's not. And then 3 out of the 5 answered correctly, so 60% answered that HIT increases cognitive function. 1 said it wasn't, which is concerning, and then 1 chose not to answer the question, period. Not even the unsure, just didn't even answer it. So then Table 2, when it comes to education and HIT, it was kind of spread out across the board. 20% strongly agreed, 40% agreed, and then 20 and 20 said that they were neutral, and 1 actually disagreed, that they didn't have any, which was the adapted physical education teacher, by the way. The biggest thing that I think I had an issue with or was concerning to me, which I kind of based the rest of the paper on, was I had 1 person disagree that they had previous education in HIT methodology. But I had 40%, I had 80% completely agree that they were comfortable implementing it in their program. And I had 1, so 2 out of the 5 strongly agreed that they were comfortable implementing. 2 out of the 5, the other 2 out of the 5 just agreed. And then 1 was neutral. So I had 1 person completely disagree that they had any previous education in it. But I had nobody disagree about being comfortable. If you've had no prior experience or prior education in something, how are you comfortable implementing it? That was the problem. This is why I decided to write this whole paper. I had 3 strongly agree strongly disagree, that they did not know enough about HIT to implement it. But I had 1 person agree. So things were just kind of not matching up. I had multiple people disagree that HIT's not good for adapted PE. I had the majority agree that they would use this instead of other exercises in PE. And then I had all 5 people agreed that they were comfortable performing HIT as an example. So not only did 1 person answer that they didn't have any previous experience, but that person also answered that they would be comfortable modeling that for students, which I thought was baffling when I saw these results. So for my discussion, HIT is time efficient and not dangerous for APU students. And if you see, current research shows that previous studies have shown that participants enjoy HIT compared to, that's moderate intense continuous training. HIT was not high resistant, which it shows that HIT actually reduces skin fold thickness, increases lipid usage, so your lipids are your fat. So it increases the amount of fat that's actually used and turned into energy. It improves cardiovascular function and weight loss goals, which is partly the reason why I use it. HIT increases muscle belly growth. So HIT reduces total fat mass, abdominal fat mass, and visceral fat mass, therefore not only increasing muscle belly growth as you lift and do certain HIT workouts, but it also can give the illusion of muscle belly growth as well. HIT with short work periods and long rest periods, and it shows current research, HIT workouts consist of short spurts of fast physical activity that are individualized based on the individual's 90 to 95% max heart rate. And then HIT increases cognitive function. Brain function was consistent for the entire 30 minutes after HIT workout. So my recommendations are superintendents can provide training to both general and adapted PE teachers. Athletic directors can hire educators that already have proper training backgrounds in HIT methodology. And coaches can benefit this because they can actually train their athletes to protect them from overtraining and injuries and provide safety. Implications is basically I concluded that many teachers have not had prior education in HIT methodology, yet are more than comfortable integrating it. For me, I'm sorry, I'm not a history person. So if I don't know that much about history, how am I supposed to teach history to others? That's my question. So future research, an appropriate and successful PE curriculum can be designed with qualified staff who are trained. Teachers with qualifications directly affect student learning outcomes. If you don't know it, how can you teach it? And then just designing a curriculum with qualified teachers. And then there are my references within the PowerPoint. So I hope you guys learned something about HIT methodology. I actually have so much knowledge within it just because I do it myself. But it was a really fun opportunity, and I'm super excited that we got through it and that I got to do mine on something that I just have such a big passion for. Congratulations, guys, we're done. This is awesome.